If you were recently in a car accident and you suffered some neck and back injuries due to whiplash, you're probably wondering how much your case is worth and what are the average types of payouts for these injuries. It is a completely normal question. You've probably scoured the internet for settlement values or pain and suffering calculators, and that all makes sense. Let me tell you what's really going on. Whenever you suffer bodily injuries from a car accident, you have a right to compensation, and that's under the law. It says that if someone takes away even a little bit of your health because of their negligence, you are entitled to recover. And when we recover that money, it's actually tax-free to you. So what goes into the settlement calculation? First is the type of crash. Was this a minor fender bender, or was this a massive collision where your car was totaled? Did the airbags deploy? Those are things that are going to be examined in valuing your case. Now, when you think about valuing your case, it's all going to come down to what does a jury think? What does an insurance adjuster think? And what does a defense lawyer think? Because those are the people that are going to be deciding either the verdict value or the settlement value of your case. All right, so impact, the severity of the impact, that's the first thing. Now, what are your injuries? If you suffered some cuts and bruises and you shook them off and you're pretty much fine after a week, the case has little to no value. If you had to go to the hospital with some neck and back pain and you got some medication, but you didn't get any further treatment, that case also has very limited value. We're talking a few $100s to maybe a couple $1,000s. Now, if you have lingering symptoms after the accident for your neck and back injuries, you may be entitled to more compensation. Now, there's no calculator that can decide what your compensation is because every individual is different and every case is different. Some people, they have neck and back injuries and they recover after a month and they're fine. Some people, they have chronic pain that can last the rest of their life. So it's going to depend on how much treatment you get. If you saw a chiropractor for 3 months, the case is worth something. But if you saw a chiropractor for 3 months, you had to see an orthopedic doctor, you had to get spinal injections, and maybe you even needed surgery and extensive rehabilitation, that case is worth a significant amount more. So the injuries are a huge component in how your case is valued. Now, what are your medical bills? That's another big question. If you had a few $100 for an initial consult and you didn't get any further treatment, small case. If you have thousands from the emergency room and from a chiropractic visit, more sizable case. If you have hundreds of $1,000s for inpatient stays, for surgery, anesthesia charges, that can be a huge case. Now, we talked about medical bills, we talked about the impact, and we talked about severity of injuries. Now let's talk about lost wages. If you were prevented from working in your normal occupation, you may be entitled to what's called lost wages or loss of earning capacity. If you were a construction worker and now you have pain in your hands, you have numbness and tingling due to the injuries in your neck, and you can never work again, that case could be worth millions of dollars. Now, you have to prove that. You have to show that you were disabled. That includes doctor's notes, reports, and other evidence like that. You're also going to need an economist to project your future lifetime earnings. So that's lost wages. It could be a massive number. It could be you just missed a few days and had to use some of your sick time. All right, the final thing that a jury or an insurance adjuster or defense lawyer will look at will be the loss of enjoyment of life. Did you have a permanent impairment to your neck or your back that has prevented you from your normal daily activities of living? Maybe you can't cook or clean or go jogging or play sports, vacuuming, laundry, garden work, traveling, anything like that. Those all have value because, again, we're measuring what was taken away from you because of someone else's negligence. So those are the primary factors in deciding what is your case worth. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching.